by horses that prance with delight. There's laughter and singing, excitement abounds in our hometown. It's a gift that is covered in winter, and it's more than a day in December. There's no other place I'd rather be found. It's Christmas in our hometown.
In 2019, Lamar's is celebrating their 150th anniversary, and so we decided to kick that off with Christmas in our hometown, Christmas in Lamar's. And so we wrote a few songs. We got together with some incredible songwriters, and we wrote some songs on the album. So there's some originals, and then we brought out some of the great old classics and some songs that you probably have heard on the radio or that you used to sing as a child, but no one lately has been recording them. And so it's just going to bring back so many wonderful memories of Christmas at home.
I'll be home with bells on. I'll be home with bells on. Trim the tree.
Yeah, good. Same thing, and we'll stack it one more time.
My favorite song that we were doing on this CD is probably one that our producer, Wayne Hahn, actually said, Andrew, you have to do this song. And I was like, okay, never heard of it. Well, I've seen the movie before, Polar Express, and this song is off of that movie, and it's got Tom Hanks singing it. So I'm like, I heard that, I was like, yeah, I'll do a Tom Hanks song. He's a pretty awesome guy. And so yeah, it's called Hot Chocolate. Hot Chocolate. Yeah. Hot chocolate. And no, it's fun. Definitely had a fun time singing it in the studio, and definitely a few laughs around. Here we only got one rule. Never, never let it cool. Is it never, ever, or never, never? Ooh, we got it! Say, we got it! Hey, we got it!
Hot chocolate.
Here we only got one rule.
Here we only got one rule.
Never, ever let it cool.
Never, ever let it cool. Keep it cooking in the pot.
Soon you got hot chocolate.
Hot, 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 hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate. Oh. Hot, 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 hot chocolate. Oh. Stack it. And 1, 2, 3.
Hot, 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 hot chocolate. Hot, 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 hot chocolate.
My favorite song on this album so far would probably be Oh, There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays. It's a duet that Adam and I did, and Wayne, our producer, he's great with the jazzy feel, and so it's got a really neat, cool vibe, and it's just, yeah, I love the words of it. I love the way the arrangement turned out, so it's going to be good.
Home, sweet home, I met a man who...
You better start. I know it's low. Just really light. You don't have to. Doesn't have to be big. I met a man.
Sweet home, sweet home. I met a man who lives in Tennessee, and he was headed for Pennsylvania and some homemade pumpkin pie.
The studio can be hard to be in because it's a little intimidating. You've got all these microphones. Microphones and speakers and equipment and people who win Grammys and Dove Awards mixing the board. And you're like, whew, I'm a little farm boy from Iowa. Hey, Mom. Christmas CD is going to be something. Glad to show you behind the scenes here in the studio in Nashville, Tennessee. Of course, we're in Nashville. You got to mention, if you're any kind of a singer, you got to mention that you're in Nashville, because you ain't no kind of singer unless you mention some about Nashville. We
recorded in Nashville, stopped at the rest stop in Nashville, we ate at the McDonald's in Nashville. We're in Nashville, folks. It's a big deal. It's almost Christmas. Get your new Brown album. It's going to be fantastic. And get your tickets. The show's going to be sold out. Probably. We hope. I really hope it's sold out, because then I can go into Disney World. I want to talk about my favorite song on this new album, which we're calling it an album because a lot of people buy this online now on iTunes or whatever and don't even get a hard copy. But you need a hard copy because it's great. To hold it, we can sign it for you, autograph it, say Merry Christmas, folks. My favorite song is Over the River and Through the Woods, To Grandmother's House We Go. I want to talk a little bit about this song here. It's a great song. I've never sang it before, but now I have. And you'll want to go to your grandmother's house over the river and through the woods.
Well, unfortunately, nobody's perfect, especially in the studio. So, yes, I've had a few zingers of my own.
Hooray for fun, the pudding's done! Set. Ready, set. Oh, I do. He does the questions, I do the answers. Oh, I missed it. After dinner, I tell you. Ready, set, here we go. It's gonna be huge. Don't double take, you can go to the store, and if they're sold out, tell them please get more. What? On the meadow and the sleigh bells jingle bright.
I guess I would have to say Home for Christmas, just because of the way that the song came about and the message of the song. We had already done one day of the music tracking, so we were on the second day. And as I looked over the song list and as I went to bed that night, I thought, we really need something else, more meat to this album, and more of a message song. And so I got up the next morning, kept thinking about that all night long, got up the next morning and just wrote out a sketch for a verse, a second verse, chorus, bridge. And I knew that Joel Lindsay and Jeff Baumgartner, our good friends, were working at Word that week, writing and doing sessions. And so I just sent it to both of them and said, would you guys ever, if you have a moment in your busy schedules, could you look over these notes for this song? And if the spirit moves and you get ideas and it hits you, could you write this song and help? And sure enough, they wrote back and said, if we have a minute, we'll look it over. Well, we're in the studio in the afternoon. We're winding down with all the songs. And a text beeps on my phone, and it's Joel and Jeff saying that they had this song, Home for Christmas.
It's heaven when you're where you belong, when you're home.
Really, my idea for the song was to talk about our ultimate home. Our theme this year is Christmas in our hometown, which is Lamar's, Iowa, and how fun it is to think of all the things about home. But as I was thinking about the album, I was thinking, we really should have a song that talks about our ultimate home and what a wonderful thing it would be to be home for Christmas, home in heaven. And Jeff has a wonderful but heartbreaking story of his little girl, Ella, who is now spending every Christmas in heaven. And so he took the words to that song and wrote a beautiful song about what it means to be home in heaven, and to know that Christ is our Savior, our Redeemer, and He's ultimately the one that will meet us there for Christmas, home in heaven.
When you're home for Christmas, troubles melt away. Everything is brighter, and love fills every day. It's heaven when you're where you belong.
So it's really a neat experience to see this song come full circle. And what was so wonderful that day is it ended up being 3 writers, and they all came over to the studio while we were tracking the songs, and
Jeff was able to listen to this beautiful song as Joel and Wayne did the vocal tracks on it. And I think it's going to be a really healing balm to people, because at Christmas time, as families and friends gather around, we do remember those who aren't with us anymore, but are home in heaven. And that's the very best place that I would say to spend your Christmas season, is home with Jesus.
Home for Christmas.
You're patient with us.
We're so excited for our new album, and you can pick it up at the theater when you enjoy a show. Come to Lamar's. That would be great. The shows are on sale right now. They went on sale September 1st, and people were right there ready to get their tickets. It's kind of become a family tradition for many people. We're just really excited. So yes, tickets are on sale. The album will be available soon, and of course you can pick one up at the theater or online. You can download it, all that fun stuff these days. So we just hope you enjoy it.